Hi everyone, today I'm working in Tableau and I'm going to be showing you how to do a couple of things. So the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is I'm going to show you how you can change a blue string value pill to a green measure pill. And then I'm also going to be showing you how you can layer two maps together and change the pills that are on each map. So you'll notice that I've already got a map displayed here on my Tableau sheet, and it's a map of the US. Now, you don't have to create a map that looks just like mine. However, I do recommend that you create a map to use throughout this process so that you can follow along, especially with the layering portion of the video. But before we get to that, we're going to talk through changing a blue string value pill to a green measure pill. So in your data section and your tables, I want you to look through your pills and I want you to find a blue pill that has a little ABC next to it. Now this ABC just indicates that this pill is a string value pill, meaning all of its data is displayed in text rather than numbers. So once you do that, you're going to drag that into the marks section, and I want you to find this little down arrow on the right side of the pill. Now once you found that down arrow, you're going to scroll all the way down to measure, and I want you to click on count distinct. And when you do that, you're going to see our blue pill has now changed to a green measure pill. Now, I've changed it, but I can't really see the change here on my map. So what I want you to do is, this little box right here is currently a detail. I want you to left click on it, and we're going to change the mark from a detail to a label. And by doing that, I can now see I've got 33 employees here in Washington, and I've got 24 here in Minnesota. And I can also see where the rest of my employees are distributed out to, simply by changing that blue string value pill that contained all of the employee names to a green measure pill that is now distinctly counting each name and reporting it here on each state. Now, if you got a little lost in that process, don't worry. I'm going to walk you through it one more time. I want you to go ahead, find a blue string value pill, and drag it into your marks section. We're going to hit the down arrow, and we're going to go to measure. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on count distinct for my purposes. Perfect. We've now got that green measure pill, but I'm going to change this detail to a label right here, and now I can see it displayed on my map. Awesome. All right. Next, we're going to move on to layering maps on each other. So I'm going to get rid of this pill that we just created, so that in my process we don't have as much clutter. But I want you to scroll down on your tables all the way to the bottom, and I want you to find this green latitude pill that's got this little globe next to it. Once you do that, I want you to drag that into your rows section, and you're going to see that we've now got two maps displayed on our Tableau sheet. So this is exactly what we want for layering, but we want them to be shown as one map rather than two different ones. So I want you to go up to your latitude pill that's on the right, and you're going to right click it. And when you do that, you'll see a dual access button show up. And when you click that, you're now going to see we've got one map again. So to make changes to each layer, in our marks section, we now have the two layers displayed as the top latitude right here and the bottom latitude right here. So I want you to actually see what we can do when we've layered maps together. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove this extra average inclusiveness pill that I have. Now, just because I removed it on the bottom layer doesn't mean it's gone on the top layer. As you can see, it still remains. So on this bottom layer, I want to add in something new. So I'm going to take a green measure pill, or really just a green pill of any kind that you have, and I want you to go ahead and grab one. I'm going to grab intentions to stay and throw it into that bottom latitude layer. Now, one little extra thing I'll show you is that you can change how a pill is measured from like a sum to an average or whatever else you'd like. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. You're going to go ahead and click on this little arrow, and you're going to go down to measure again, and I'm going to click on average for my purposes. Now the reason I did that is because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to see the sum of the intentions to stay for each employee in each state, but an average is a lot more helpful for me to read my data. With that, I'd now like to see that actually show up on the map. So I'm going to go ahead and change this mark again to a label, and now I can see my average intentions to stay by each state. So if you got lost in that process, don't worry. I'm going to run through it one more time. I'm going to go ahead and find that green latitude pill, add it in right there, right-click that, hit dual access, perfect. I'm going to get rid of my extra average inclusiveness. I'm going to throw in this one, intentions to stay. We'll change that sum over to an average, and then change that mark to a label, and now we can see it, and you have just completed a map layering activity. I hope this video was super helpful to you, and thank you so much for watching.